These videos are not financial advices. Everything shared here is simply what I'm personally doing, and it's provided for educational purposes only. I just took my first trade. This is the trade that I missed. Let's be honest, this is what I missed. Beautiful doji and doji break happened and gap up in the favor of sellers. This was a good opportunity to take my first trade. But now I took my first trade here. This is still a gap down, 3-bar up, retracement, and now I'm expecting a green candle in the direction of the market. That's why I took 2 trades on this one. Let's see how this is going to close. Today's market looks very good, and there has been some beautiful opportunities in today's market. Let's see. All right, the first trade is a winning trade. Basically, this is a 3-bar up pattern, and then we got the retracement like this, and then we got this gap down. This is called gap down. It's a confirmation that the buyers can enter. Okay, and the previous trade, this red one, also takeable. This is a doji break, and this has gap up. So basically, see, the price starts with gap up, it's in the favor of sellers, and if it starts with gap down, it's a buyer's confirmation. Now I want to look for other opportunities because today's market looks so good to me, at least. Let's see. We have a QM. We don't have, we have a little engulf right here, but I don't think I can trust it because unless I take this one, let's mark this and I'll show you why I don't trust this. So here's the QM pattern. See, this is the QM pattern. So we need to see engulf in higher time frame. We don't see any engulf like this one. We need a buyer's engulf. This is, you may say this is an engulf, but no. Look at this entry. It's way outside the engulf. So this is not a valid QM to take. And it may work, but I'm not going to take this. All right, this is a demand zone. Again, huge gap down in the favor of buyers. My connection stopped again. All right, let me fix this.
One eternity later.
All right, I think it's fixed now. Yeah, so this one only takeable if we have lower time frame entry. So let's say this is a demand zone which is causing a breakout. Okay, this demand zone is causing this breakout. See this breakout, and if I have lower time frame entry, I'll take it. Otherwise, not. If you look, this overlapping is the lower time frame entry which reacted from. But yeah, let's just see other pairs. Like, right now. All right, I'm taking this one. I'm taking this one again, huge gap up. And this is a supply. I have another entry in case if it comes up. This zone. In case if it comes up to this zone, this would be a better entry. And the reason behind this trade is very simple. If I draw a line right here, and I want to find a support which is respected a lot, okay? Look at this rejections. So where this is rejecting from, let's draw this. Let's check the past and see if previously also have reactions. Yes. So this is the support area which has been respected a lot, and this is the breakout which is causing the breakout. All right, let's go. I took another entry on this one. I have 2 trades on this. and I took the proper entry, okay? Okay, so that was break even. If you go back a little bit, like go back 30 seconds and watch this trade again, okay? Let me explain first. This is a respected support, broken, and right before breakout, we have the supply, right? So supply and demand is the cause of market's movement, right? So, for example, let me show you some. This is a supply causing this breakout, okay? So market reacted a couple of times. Let me mark everything. Oh shit, what is that? This is a supply causing this breakout, or maybe we can call this a QM. Yes, we can call this a QM. And then let's mark another supply or demand. This is another supply. See, market reacted from this one. And then we may have other demand. Look at this. This is a small demand right here. Market reacted from this one. And then we have another demand which didn't react. We have another demand which reacted. I want to mark them all for you. That doesn't mean that we can take all the demand areas and all the supply areas. We really need to evaluate if which one is good or bad. Let's check this one first. If I go to lower time frame, okay, for this one we don't have lower time frame entry. The only lower time frame entry we have is on 30 seconds, which is a pretty big zone again still, but it reacted, which is fine. For this one right down here, again, we have lower time frame entry right at the middle of the zone. For this one, we have the, let me mark it. All I'm trying to say is there's not a single setup in trading that gives you always 100% winning ratio. You as a trader should evaluate which ones to take and which ones to not take, okay? Let me mark all the lower time frame entries. This is another lower time frame entry. Look, we have 2 lower time frame entries. Look, overlapping areas are also lower time frame entries, these areas, okay? Because there's a hidden candle right inside which market has skipped it. Let's see if we can find that hidden candle here. If you look, we have still overlap even if we change the time frame. That's okay, yeah, look. We can say that this is the supply, which in this case we wouldn't have the entry in this one, which would be sad. Let me just check the 5-minute too. Yeah, we got another entry right here. Anyway, so these are the support, supply and demand zones, and market usually respects to them. Respects. This one didn't respect, and this one respected. So we cannot take all the supply and demand in the market. We want the clean ones that actually cause something, like this one. Like, look, this is under supply causing significant breakout, not a breakout like this, one breakout, right? So if we find that supply, we go to lower time frame and we see the entry. Look, this is still an overlap, and on 10 seconds you see the fresh supply. If your supply like this is a doji, that means that's strong. So in this trade, we took the second entry right on the red zone, the first entry right at the beginning of the candle. So you see that the first entry in this one was a losing trade, but the second entry of this one would be a winning trade. So the first trade was out of FOMO. I scared that I would miss this trade if I don't enter immediately, and then market taught me a lesson that I have to wait for the best entry. Okay, so yeah, that was that trade. All right, we have a demand. Look how it's reacting again. Is this a significant breakout? Yes, we do have some areas that are actually significant and broken. And the good thing about this is that I'll tell you right now. Let me mark this demand. Let's check the lower time frame. I hope we have a lower time frame entry on this one. Yes. This is actually beautiful. This particular trade is, I wish I was in the chart. I will fucking double trade on this one. Look at this beauty, man. Look right at the middle. And then let's look how beautiful the reaction was. And then it's not only the demand zone, it's also a doji break. You know that after doji being broken, we can get retracement, right? So the doji here is broken. After this candle broke the doji, we already expect a retracement. Okay, without even considering this one, so many people may enter immediately for a buy because of doji, right? But a smart trader on this one would go down and look a very safe entry right here. So in this trade, if you take your trade here, there's no way you fucking lose. I mean, there is always some trades that are still lose, but this is a very high probability trade. Very high probability trade. Okay. Yeah, I wish I was in the chart when the market was here. Like, look, this is another doji break, but compare it with the previous one. Oh, this is actually double doji break. It's against the market's trend, though. Should I take it? I want to go to 5 second and get the 5 second confirmation. Oh yeah, I'm going to take it. Let's just take this one, man. I'm a bit skeptical about taking this, but it is fine. I'll take it. Yeah. I took the 5 second confirmation for this one. I took it, let me be honest with you guys. First, I saw this doji, and I'm like, this is just a swing doji, right? And it's against the trend. But once I see this is a double doji, that's why I took the trade with margin of safety, okay? We may still, it seems that, lose this. Oh my god, if I were entering immediately, I would lose this trade. I entered, like in 5 seconds, I entered here. You may say, why did you enter? I already see that it gave us the 5 second confirmation before even we go to lower time frame. But the reason why I took this once I saw the 5 second was this one. What is this? This is a supply, okay? So market respects supply and demand in every time frame in its own way, okay? Sometimes the respects you know, respecting the supply is so small that they still give you the opposite candle, and sometimes the respect is big. And for example, in this one, it respected pretty good. It could respect a little bit like this, it reject a little bit, and then it's still go up. So it's still called respecting the market. But on this one, we have double doji, so we make sure that we have enough reasons to take our trade. And do not just go into the market. Okay, this is doji, I'm going to take this. No, that is not going to work. Okay? No, you should be smart. All right, yeah. Let's see how many trades did we take. 6 trades, nice. Not bad. Okay, it's fine. I hope you enjoyed, man. Thank you for watching, and peace out.